All righty, Rick Hansing back with you along with Rick Stevenson. Just getting ready to start the boys varsity basketball game. Heritage Hall Chargers taking on our arch rivals from up Pennsylvania Avenue, the Cassidy Cyclones. Rick, what do you look for in this ball game?
You know, last time they played each other, it was a pretty good battle. You know, I know we took their main player, that Omar Boone, out of the game early with some foul troubles.
Yeah.
And that helped. You know, he's quick. He'll run the floor. He'll shoot the threes. He's a good player. I think overall, if we just play our game, we should be okay.
Yep. We're going to get the starting lineups here for both teams. First for the visiting Cassidy Cyclones.
Will Harlow, number 4, I think they said.
Junior.
We say Chris Foster. John George. I didn't hear the first.
That's Jalen Williams. There's Savon Milton. Savon having a great year, 6'2" sophomore, 10.8 points a game. Comes number 22, Caitlin Woodson, 6'1" junior guard, averaging 7.6 points a game. Here comes Rathan Carter after a bit of a layoff. Rathan, 6'6" senior forward with an 8.2 average per game. There's number 11, senior Chris Eagle. Chris having an outstanding senior campaign, 6'3" senior forward. And Chargers get Chris Hamilton back this week. Chris has been out the last 4 games with a aggravated ankle injury and also an Achilles tendon problem.
Caitlin Woodson, junior, guard. Christopher Hamilton, 12th grade, point guard.
Savon, sophomore, small forward.
Chris Eagle, senior forward.
Rathan Carter, senior forward.
Here we are, tip-off here. Rathan Carter against John George to tip it off for the boys varsity game. Rathan both of them missed time. Both of them missed time. That we're going to re-jump that tip. John George gets that tip over to Will Harlow. Omar Boone Jr., number 11, going to run the point for the Cyclones. Caitlin Woodson going to pick him up. Oh, almost a steal there. Omar going to pull up from the middle of the lane, short. Caitlin Woodson with the rebound, looking at get it out to Rathan Carter with a nice. Well, it was a nice look to Chris Hamilton, but ball hits him in the shin, and John George runs down court, going to pick up the first points for the Cyclones. Cassidy up on the scoreboard first 2-0. Going to swing it over to Savon Milton. Savon has to save from a double dribble there. Yeah. Going to hit him on the right in front of the 3-point line.
It's a nice
up and good by
shot.
Savon Milton. Yeah, Savon running the baseline there, and they lose track of him down there. He's a great shooter from over there, Rick.
Yeah, he is. He'll bring a spark to the team, too.
Caitlin Woodson looks like he's going to guard Omar Boone. Omar looking to penetrate up off the backboard. Chris Hamilton down with it. Nice rebound there by Rathan Carter. Chris going to push it just a little bit. Rathan going to go to the middle of the lane with the jump hook. Misses that, trying to get his own rebound.
It was good to try to go inside, establish that early. In the
Will
game.
Harlow.
Oh, there's
Will Harlow a little bit excited there. Will's going to get called for the carry there.
I think they're all playing a little excited right now.
Yeah, I think both sides are a little bit, as I like to say, a little bit sped up here.
Yeah.
Chris Eagle over to Savon Milton.
Oh, nice look.
A nice screen by Chris Hamilton. Nice backdoor cut and alley-oop for opposite side alley-oop there. It's a really good pass by Savon there. Omar Boone Jr. being picked up by Kalen Woodson. Kalen going to pick him up full court. Omar, great handler of the ball. Can go with both hands, likes to penetrate. Can also pull up for the three. Going to have a little one-on-one there between Jalen Williams and Chris Eagle. Chris with a steal. Chris going to take it himself, dishes it to Rathan. Rathan gets by with a little of an offensive forearm there. And
you have to create space against the big number 50 Jalen Williams.
Well, Jalen's it's tough to get close. So gets a little bit of a clear out there. 6-2 Heritage Hall lead. 5:42 left in the first quarter.
Yeah, we'll see how.
As I said, Omar going to pull up just short off the front of the rim, but as you see there, he's got a great handle, Rick. Between the legs, dribbling up with the shot. Chris Hamilton all the way to the basket.
Oh, and one. That was a nice move. He showed his explosion. I guess his ankle's feeling pretty good.
I guess so. He's had that boot on. I was talking to him up at Kingfisher. I said, hey, you taking care of that thing, it looks like. Heritage Hall made it to the championship game of the Kingfisher tournament without Chris Hamilton. Lost to Hare in the finals, Rick. So playing some good basketball right now. Three-pointer the old-fashioned way right there. Chris Hamilton good from the free throw line.
Yeah, it's good to see him get hot early.
Yes, it is. Heritage Hall going to pick up man-to-man full-court press. Now we're going to back out of that. Going to run a little half-court trap here. Rathan Carter out front. That was a good look, but it was a good pass deflection by Chris Hamilton behind the back. Right-handed layup. Knocks that in. He's got some extra motivation this evening. Out to an early lead. Chris Hamilton with 5 quick points. Omar Boone Jr. going to push the pace and going to be fouled out front.
He is quick,
off the dribble. He's really, really quick. He got in foul trouble last time over at their place, Rick, and didn't get to play much of the first half. And you and I discussed that earlier in the before the girls' game. That was a factor in that ball game.
It really was. You can tell he'll take it to you.
Alley-oop into John George. That goes in off the inbounds play. Rathan Carter gets called for a foul, backing into him.
He does. He got back down and bent down. If he would just turn around and got a hand in his face, he could play some solid defense.
Number 20 into the ball game. We apologize. We'll try to get that name for you for the Cyclones. He played a lot in the first meeting.
We'll find out his name.
Chris Hamilton going to take it all the way to the hole. Misses the easy layup.
Oh, I'm sorry. I did have Callahan as the last name for number 20. I marked over the R. Callahan.
Is it Robert Callahan?
Maybe. I don't have a first name.
I think it's Robert. Rob Callahan, maybe. Nonetheless, Callahan comes up with the ball. He goes baseline. Nice dish there to Jalen Williams. Jalen, nice little jump hook there. Up and good for the CASADY's 6 point.
That was good ball movement by them.
Rathan Carter's going to draw a foul from Jalen Williams there along the baseline. Going to send Rathan to the free throw line for 2 shots.
It's like I thought it was iffy between a foul and traveling there. So, but it's good to once again take it to him. Take it to him inside.
Rathan, nice looking free throw up and good there for his first one. That gets Rathan, that's his 3rd point of the game. Second free throw up and good. Rick, little different pace from the girls' game to this game.
Yeah,
gonna have kind of buckle our seatbelts here and
it really is.
Try to stay up with everything. I'll do my best to call the action as close as I can get it. Callahan up the floor. He's going to be content to walk in. He's going to drive to the middle of the lane. Wild shot put up and also a charge called there.
Yeah.
And a nice charge.
I knew it was a good penetration by him, but he just continued forward.
That was a good play right there by Rathan Carter drawing that charge.
It
Rick.
was. He definitely was set.
Well,
charge.
I think Rathan recognized that Callahan was out of control, so all he knew all he had to do was hold his ground right there, and he was going to get a charge. Kalen Woodson looking out to Savon Milton. Savon going to line up a three-pointer, a little bit long.
Oh, nice rebound.
Kalen Woodson rebound midair, back off the glass. Very athletic play there by Kalen.
Really was. He really got high there.
Kalen played really, really well in that Kingfisher tournament, reaching the finals. Like I said, we got beat by Hara, but he played really 2 great games there, opening round and then the second round game. They absolutely annihilated. Going to be a body foul there. Omar Boone Jr., as we talked about earlier, Rick, going to want to drive all night long, and runs into Rathan Carter there. That's Rathan's second foul there, Rick.
Foul. Yeah, so Lamar Batista is going to be coming in for him, and really, I mean, they're very similar players between Lamar and Rathan.
Lamar started all 3 games up at Kingfisher. Chris Hamilton being out of that lineup opened up a spot, and Lamar filled it admirably, played great at the Kingfisher tournament. Oh. Athletic player, gets a lot of rebounds, blocks a lot of shots, and his offensive game's coming around.
I bet you we won't see 2 misses from Boone very often.
Chris Hamilton, nice turnaround jumper there, a little bit long.
Yeah, I don't know if his arm got hit or he just missed the shot. It's not
Here
like
comes Boone. Looks like he was going to pull up from 3-point. Going to get another charge.
Yeah. That's one thing he did in the game down there at CASADY. I think he got called for 2 or 3 charges. So I think that's something that the scouting report probably showed, is that when he penetrates, he can be a little bit out of control. So just hold your ground. And
well, that's exactly what I was going to say, Rick. I think our coaches have picked up on the fact that he does want to penetrate and pull up off the dribble drive, and that's our second charging call that we've drawn from the Cyclones. Probably just due to a really good scouting report, Rick, like you say.
Yeah, Tevin McDaniel in the game now.
Tevin, another player that played great against Kingfisher. There's Lamar Batista on the floor, Savon Milton on the floor, and 2 CASADY players also on the floor there. Any loose balls this evening, Rick, will not be for the faint of heart.
There's going to be a crowd around him, huh? You know, something that I noticed with Tevin McDaniel. Oh, there's a good hustle by Tevin.
Yeah, Tevin is relentless, forces that ball out of bounds on John George, and that's one thing Tevin plays with a lot of tenacity, and he will never quit on a ball.
He's going to frustrate George. You can already see the frustration there.
Savon Milton spot up 3-pointer. Looks like it's a little bit short. He kind of short-armed that one, Rick.
Oh, good job by Tevin. Looked like big fellow was wide open, but he jumped in the passing lane.
Great find. Back out to Chris Hamilton. Spot up 3-pointer.
Oh.
Tipped too hard by Lamar Batista. Kalen trying to trap Callahan there in backcourt. Saved by Omar Boone. 15-6 in a harried action first quarter. Going to get Chris Hegel, senior forward, back into the ball game. Got Omar Boone Jr. running the point here over to Callahan. He's picked up by Chris Hamilton. Down low to Jalen Williams. Jalen Williams with a nice jump hook. That was a nice move right there by Jalen Williams. That's a little longer jump hook than you normally see, and rolls it right in.
That was a nice looking shot.
Yeah,
there.
Jalen's got some offensive skills. Savon Milton with the drive, going to pick up a foul. Probably Jalen Williams going to pick up his second foul here, number 50.
I couldn't see the.
I'm not sure who they're going to give that.
No, it looks like they gave it to Foster.
Oh, they gave it to number 23, Chris Foster. Chris Foster had a rough game when we played CASADY last time.
Sure did.
Took an elbow to an elbow. I couldn't tell if it was an elbow or a knee, but to the just above the forehead and the hairline, and had to come out and lost a lot of blood on the court. Several minute delay there.
It was. I was amazed. You know, back in the old days, they would have brought a towel out.
Yeah,
and
that's it.
Up,
yeah, lucky to get a towel out there, but he came back in and played. Savon up and misses both free throws off the front of the rim.
Yeah, that John George, he's getting frustrated.
Yeah,
Tevin's
Tevin's already kind of in his head a little bit. Callahan going to shoot an air ball from three-point range. Jalen Williams tries to save that. Going to go into the jungle. Connor McGinnis with the grab out of the jungle. Throws it back into the that's going to be the only varsity action Connor gets tonight, but he got a hand on that ball.
That's right. Another interception by the All-State DB, right?
Yeah, we'll give him 11 for the year now. Kalen going to slow it down here, running the point for the Chargers. Going to get a screen from Lamar Batista. Tevin McDaniel along the baseline. Kalen Woodson going to drive, pull-up jumper off the glass. Good.
That's what we talked about in the girls' game. That's a shot that, even though it seems awkward at times to throw it off the glass when you're straight ahead.
Well, it's much better if you're leaning into that shot. It's going to be long, so you might as well just plan to shoot it off the glass.
Yeah. You know, that's one thing with this team that's as fast and as physical as they're playing, we have plenty of fouls to give.
That's right.
I don't know the depth at CASADY as well as Heritage Hall, but we have a lot of depth here, and that's going to.
Yeah, that foul going to get called on Savon Milton. That's going to be Savon's first foul, along with 2 points. He's going to come out of the game in favor of number 23, sophomore Les Thomas. Les played some quality minutes in that Kingfisher tournament as well this past weekend, so he's comfortable playing with these guys, and they're comfortable with him. You can tell.
Oh,
nice interception there by Chris Eagle. Good anticipation.
He's really
Kalen Woodson looked like he was going to pull up for a three-pointer. They're going to call that ball off of Kalen's leg, I guess, out of bounds. Couldn't really see it, Rick. He had his back to me.
No, I couldn't either. I thought they called a foul on George, but
going to be Cyclone ball inbounds out to Omar Boone. And notice when Omar gets it, everybody kind of scatters because they know he can handle just about any press all by himself. So a little token pressure. Backcourt cut by Chris Foster there. Ball's going to be out of bounds. Looks like probably off of Les Thomas.
Yeah, I think so.
Les, 6'3", sophomore, averaging just under 4 points a game. Getting a lot of playing time here as of late. Chris Hamilton out of the lineup. Gets a screen from George. Les runs through that. Tevin McDaniel guarding John George. Down low to Jalen Williams. Jalen's going to get double team. He kicks it back out to Callahan for a long three-pointer. Long off the heel of the rim. Tevin McDaniel down with the rebound. Kalen Woodson going to run it up the court.
I thought CASADY was going to hold that for the final shot. They don't want to take a bigger deficit than this 9 points, but hopefully
Kalen Woodson, the pull-up jumper short off the front of the rim. Omar Boone Jr. going to throw it up from three-quarter court. Missed that at the end of one. It's 17-8, Heritage Hall. We're going to go to a commercial. We'll be right back with second quarter action.
When you walk into Fuzzy's Taco Shop, you'll know you're in the right place. With the best Baja-style menu in town, we'll have the whole family addicted. Order up. Nachos, tacos, burritos, it doesn't matter. It's like an explosion of flavor in your mouth. We know you've had a long day, and you deserve a break. So, bring the crew to one of the Fuzzy's Taco Shop locations in Norman, Oklahoma City, or Stillwater. Welcome to your new addiction. Eat.
We had a band at all of our basketball games.
Did you?
Second quarter action getting ready to start here. CASADY's going to inbound the ball at half court. Chris Foster inbounds to Omar Boone Jr. A lot easier to call this boys game, Rick. I've been around these kids since they were young, watching them play basketball, so I know all of them. It's kind of nice as well. They know each other very well. You can guarantee that,
which makes it even more heated.
More of a rivalry. That was a nice baseline move there by Omar Boone Jr.
Yeah, you never want to get beat by your buddy.
No, absolutely not. And even if he's not your buddy, you sure do know him, and you have known him for a long time.
Right.
Going to call that foul off the dribble there. John George going to get called for a travel out here. Number 4, senior Malik White checked into the ball game during the quarter break. Malik, 6'5", senior center, averaging just under 4 points a game. Another player that had a nice tournament up in Kingfisher. Had a frustrating second game. Missed a lot of, or third game. We missed a lot of layups that third game of this. There's Lamar Batista going to pull up short off the front of the rim with his jumper. That's a part of Lamar's game. That's going to be a hold on Callahan.
He was getting mugged right
well,
there.
that's a part of Lamar's game that's really come a long way, Rick. He hit some pull-up jumpers the other night against Harrer in the finals of the Kingfisher tournament.
Yeah, that was the second foul on Callahan.
That's going to bring in number 5, junior Jack Trachtenberg into the ball game. Going to get Callahan spell him, give him some minutes. Also, he picked up his second foul. So Chris Hamilton went right to work on Jack Trachtenberg and
travel.
Missed a shot. They're going to get Omar Boone Jr. with a travel.
Yeah, he's shocked by it. He just said, "What did I do?"
Didn't look like a travel.
No, I didn't think so either. I thought they were blowing the foul, which I was going to complain about because I didn't think he was fouled.
Les Thomas on the right wing, just beyond the three-point line. Chris Hamilton, Chris Eagle. 2 Chris's out front. Les Thomas wide open three-pointer.
Oh, just short.
Just a little bit short. Just short arms it just a little bit there. Omar Boone Jr. with the run out here. Pull up runner off the back of the just off the back of the iron there.
Little out of control. He didn't want to take that charge. You know, he's learning too.
Yeah, that's right. Lamar, nice little drop. Malik White has a nice turnaround jumper there from the short corner. Just as he did the other night. Missed that shot. Hopefully he doesn't get frustrated. Yeah. He just needs to keep shooting. Those shots are going to go in. Chris Eagle going to get called for a foul on Jalen Williams there. Turns towards the baseline up with that short jumper.
That's a tough one to defend.
They got Savon with 2.
Oh, so they're
Savon only has 1. Yeah, he gets to come in the game. If he had 2, he was going to have to sit down again, Rick.
Oh, what a bounce that was.
Jalen bounces. Jalen gets 4 bounces there, and it still goes in. Lamar Batista and Les Thomas going to come out of the ball game in favor of Kalen Woodson and starting senior point guard number 20 Chris Hamilton back into the game. Jalen Williams' second free throw is up and
thought it was short.
Nothing but net. Good looking sophomore.
Yeah.
Got 2 good sophomores out there. Omar Boone Jr., number 11, and number 50, Jalen Williams. Kalen Woodson going to find Chris Hamilton. Chris going to drive it in the middle. Great dish off there. That was an excellent pass to Malik White there along the baseline.
Really was.
Chris gave him a pump fake in the middle of the lane. Got the CASADY players off their feet. Dishes it underhand to Malik White there for a layup. Chris Eagle on the guard out here on Jalen Williams. They find John George. John can't handle that pass.
Yeah, I think,
Going to get Omar Boone Jr. for a foul on Chris Hamilton there.
That's right. That was kind of a silly foul for Boone. He doesn't need to get in foul trouble, and that's number 2 for him.
That is his second foul, Rick. He gets 1 more, and I think they're going to pull him out now because after getting his second foul, the way he plays, it's hard not to, pick up that third foul. Going to get Will Harlow in for him.
That's right.
And also number 15. Get a name on number 15, Rick, if we can. I think he's a freshman.
Coleman is his last name. 7 points against us last time.
He had a good ball game against us last time.
Oh.
I think he's a freshman or a sophomore.
See, Chris Eagle tried to go around the defender there on the free throw, and it happened to bounce right to where he would have been had he stayed.
Coleman played extensive minutes against the JV. Will Harlow back in the ballgame. Will started at the point for the Cyclones. Jalen Williams going to pull out from 3.
Do a little showboating too.
It gives us the 3 point signal as he backs up the court there. Jalen can take it outside. He's got a good inside-outside game.
Yeah.
Malik White, the short corner up and over. Jalen Williams, shots long.
Here he comes up, showing his ball handling skills as well.
Also got number 10, Isaiah.
That was a good block by Savon. We need to find another.
Got it. Isaiah Levington into the ball game for the Cyclones. Isaiah goes pretty good 6'6". He's also a sophomore. Chris Foster on the drive. Looks like he travels in the middle of the lane.
That's what I would thought as well.
You know, I think he thought he was going to get some contact there, Rick.
Yeah.
And didn't, and that's what made him walk. Savon long off the heel of the rim, tips his own rebound.
Oh, and then a frustration
foul.
foul.
Then he does pick up his second foul there. He's probably going to. Tevin McDaniel going to come back in the ball game. I'm guessing he's going to come in for Savon Milton, number 40. He picks up his second foul. Rick, we've picked up a few frustration fouls here early on in the second quarter.
We have. And you know what? We're taking more jump shots. You know, the first quarter, it seems like we scored a lot inside. We're taking it. Seems like more we penetrated in the first quarter. This time we're settling for the jump shots, and they're unfortunately at this point not falling down.
Well, we've got a lot of guys that can penetrate and draw defenders to him, so probably need to see if we can go back to that. And then you get double team, you dish out to an open teammate.
That's right. What was that call?
Going to get an offensive foul, maybe on Chris Hamilton. He's talking to the referee about it right now.
I didn't even see what happened.
His second foul. Well, I think he got tangled up with number 15, Coleman, and then in getting untangled, somehow got a foul called on him. I think Les Thomas might come back in the ballgame for him. Will Harlow. Ball almost stolen by Chris Hamilton there. Will going to find Isaiah Levington in the middle of the lane. Isaiah just in front of the free throw line, up and good with that jumper. Isaiah didn't play a lot against us in the first game.
No.
Jump hook by Tevin McDaniel in the middle of the lane there over a much taller Jalen Williams. That was a good play right there by Tevin.
It was a nice little answer.
His first bucket. 21-16 Heritage Hall. 3:26 left in the second quarter. Fast-moving game, Rick.
Yeah. You know, with Tevin, even though he's not as tall as some of these guys, with his physical ability and tenacity, he's gonna mix it up inside all day long.
Kalen Woodson, coast to coast, going to pick up a foul. You know what?
I think that was Foster with his second.
One more thing on Tevin. The key to Tevin, he's undersized against a lot of these guys, but he's quicker off of his feet than anybody I've seen play this year.
Yeah, he really is. You know, something about his height too. His dad posted a little video of him online last night of him dunking an alley-oop. So
yeah, I saw that same. He showed me that before the game, so I was teasing him all during the JV girls game and the JV boys game. Every time he walked by me, I was telling him to dunk it. So
that's right.
He was telling me he was not going to do that. Kalen Woodson up with good on both of his free throws. 23-16 Charger lead. Will Harlow just beyond half court there, picked up by Les Thomas. Out to Isaiah Levington, way away from the basket for him. Jalen Williams looking to put a move on Tevin.
Yeah.
Tevin Williams going to pressure him. Jalen getting a shake and bake dribble here. He's double teamed by Lamar Batista.
That was smart.
Errant shot there by Coleman. Chris Eagle with a great rebound. Outlet pass to Tevin. He's going to take it all the way to the hole.
Nice move.
See the way he used the basket there to screen off a much taller Jalen Williams and not get his shot blocked.
You know, Lamar made a good defensive play down there. He jumped enough to distract the shooter, but then he kind of pulled back. And by that time, he had already committed and the CASADY player and took a bad shot.
That's a good observation there, Rick. Caused him to be long off the long off the back of the rim of that shot. Jalen looking to go on 1-and-1. Tevin out here. Also, he's going to get called for. He could have gotten called for a walk or a charge there.
Yeah, I thought it was
they
a
called him
charge.
for a walk. But anyway, that was great. Weak side help defense by Lamar Batista standing in there to take that charge.
It was.
As you can tell by watching on Charger Vision, and we're seeing it here live, these players do know each other. So whenever they they shut down a player, they really are excited about it. That's a nice pull-up jumper for Les Thomas right inside the three-point line there.
That was.
Will Harlow, point guard, starting for Cassidy tonight. Set out the most of the first quarter. He's back in the second quarter action. Les Thomas hounding him. Jalen Williams with a quick three-pointer there.
Off.
Nothing but backboard there for Jalen. A little bit of a wild shot there.
Yeah, it was. He kind of hurried that.
Great
nice
find
look
there
by Lamar. Good bucket by Tevin.
Tevin draws contact from Jalen Williams and puts it up for a layup. Jalen not wanting to pick up his second foul, lets Tevin hit that layup. Will Harlow with a pump fake. Chris Foster on Chris Eagle, step back jumper. Nice looking shot right there, but long. Les Thomas with the rebound.
Thought he was going to jump right into the defenders.
Lamar Batista gets his shot blocked there by Isaiah Livingston. That was a good move to the basket by Lamar. He's so athletic. He's floating there, and
he did.
Those players, Isaiah and Lamar, are almost the same height. Maybe Isaiah Livingston about an inch taller.
Yeah, he is.
But,
you said he was listed at 6'6". Is that what you said?
Both very athletic. 22 for Cassidy.
A wild left-handed shot by Lamar.
Lamar, wonderful. He's just a wonderful athlete. Ambidextrous shot there using his left hand.
Yeah.
Nice. That was a beautiful shot off the glass there.
Yeah, Lamar Batista, better known as a soccer player, but
well known as a soccer player. Yeah, Will Harlow on the drive finds
short.
Isaiah. Short. Lamar Batista looking to run it. Kalen Woodson is a good partner to run with. I can tell you that.
Smart. They're gonna.
Yeah, Kalen's gonna back it out. That's right. 25 seconds left in the second quarter. 31-16 Chargers looking to double up the Cyclones here at the end of the first half.
It was a nice run after they cut it down to a 5-point lead. Chargers have gone on a nice run.
Kalen with the crossover dribble, going to take it to the hole himself. Floater in the middle of the lane, no good. Puts his own shot back up.
I think he thought there was less time on the clock.
Yeah, there was 6 seconds left, but the beautiful shot that he put back up. Lamar Batista, 2 more seconds and we get a run-out two-handed dunk there. And first half action, and lots of action at that. 33-16 for your home court Charger lead at halftime over the Cassidy Cyclones. We'll be right back after this commercial break.
It's been a long time coming, but it's finally here. Right now. A new dawn for Oklahoma City professional sports. A new tradition on a proud sports landscape. Professional soccer has arrived. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Charger cheerleaders, varsity cheerleaders at half court here. We're going to take a listen and watch their halftime routine. back here at halftime. That was a great routine there, Rick, by the Charger varsity cheerleaders.
It was. Very talented bunch they have.
Well, you know, they're as talented as any of the sports teams that we have here at Heritage Hall, and I know they work just as hard as any other sports team that we have here.
That's right. Academic state champions last year, and you know, I'm sure they're looking to repeat that. And then they finished well at state. I'm trying to remember if they got third, I believe, overall. Just, you know, it's one of those things, one little slip and it can cost you. But they had a great year last year, and I look forward to seeing them back at state this year.
Well, one thing is, you know, they're always going to be competitive and they're always going to have a chance to win, for sure.
That's right. That's right. Oh, they're talking about
having a Cleats for Kids presentation at halftime. Stacy McDaniel, the head of the Cleats for Kids program, we had a challenge with CASADY to see who could bring in the most donations, and I'm sure everybody would like to see who won that, but there was a lot of donations out in the hallway tonight, Rick, when I got here for the games. There were golf clubs, there were cleats, there were shoes, there were all kinds of sports equipment. So what a great foundation that is.
All sorts of balls and everything, but I was surprised at how many sets of golf clubs.
I know, yeah. That was Stacy McDaniel with Cleats for Kids, and that's Bailey Miller there. Rick, halftime lead, 33-16. How'd you think that second quarter looked in comparison to the first quarter?
You know, the second quarter seemed like we controlled the ball a lot better than we did the first quarter. Though the first quarter we outscored them 17-8, second quarter was 16-8. But it just seemed like we had more control. We played with a little more poise. I guess maybe it was more the second half of that second quarter. But it was if we just take it to them like we did, drive it inside like we talked about, then we seemed like had a lot of success.
Well, if I'm not mistaken, CASADY got off to the early lead, either 2-0 or 4-2.
2-0, yeah.
And once again, we talked about Omar Boone Jr. He got in foul trouble over there, and he's in foul trouble again tonight. He only has 2 fouls, but still, you can't leave him on the court to pick up that third foul during the first half. So when he's off the floor, they're kind of looking for a point guard.
They are. That's true. That made a big difference when he was not on the floor.
We're going to go to a commercial right quick, and we'll be right back with more of our halftime show.
Head on down to the Charger Corner to buy your latest in-school apparel. Range from t-shirts to sweatpants and even those nifty bleacher seats. You'll always find the perfect Charger gear. Not only will you show off your Charger pride, but you'll be helping improve the school in many ways, such as classroom and activity funding. Come Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 10 to 2. Tuesday and Thursday, 10 to 4. And don't come Saturday and Sunday because we won't be there.
It's been a long time coming, but it's finally here. Right now. A new dawn for Oklahoma City professional sports. A new tradition on a proud sports landscape. Professional soccer has arrived. Are you ready?
In as little as 12 months, with a diploma from Spartan College, you could have a career in aviation and beyond. At Spartan, you don't just study airplanes, you're surrounded by them. Some 40 at our flight campus, another 20 at our technology campus. This is a college where you can pilot planes, repair planes, learn everything there is to know about planes, inside and out.
Rick Hansing back with Rick Stevenson. Halftime of the boys game, 33-16. Your Heritage Hall Chargers lead arch rival CASADY Cyclones.
Good. As we begin the second half, we want to thank some of our sponsors. First, we want to thank Heim Orthodontics for sponsoring Charger Vision and giving so many Chargers something to smile about. Call 405-755-8151 or visit okcbraces.com. Also want to thank 77 Energy for supporting the Charger Vision program. Visit them at the web at 77nrg.com to learn more about their oil field services.
I believe that's Abby Winchester's dad, Jerry Winchester, from 77 Energy. Really appreciate his support of both of our basketball programs here at Heritage Hall.
All right. Let's see if we can keep up this intensity that we had in the end of the first half, carry it on to the second half here.
I bet that we can, and I bet that we do. Kaylin Woodson going to start. Got the Heritage Hall starters back to start this second half. Savon Milton with the drive to the bucket. Nice finger roll right there.
George Gervin style, right?
Absolutely, your old-fashioned Iceman finger roll right there. You know, Savon's such a good spot-up shooter that you set on that three-pointer and he'll drive right around you like he did that time. That was a good move by John George there. John's left-handed. He went up with his right hand. Rathan Carter going to lead the break here. Caitlin Woodson going to get.
Oh, they call it
Omar Boone Jr. Looks like he got a lot of ball there. He's going to get number 3. And
the official right here says he got hit on the side of the head. So it was a lot of ball.
Yeah, but he did get him with the get him on the side of the head. That's going to be
number 3.
Omar's
they don't
third foul. They don't have him up there.
No, they don't.
Robert Callahan, I bet, going to check in for Omar. Actually, no, they leave him on the floor. He's going to get Chris Foster.
Yeah, interesting.
Caitlin Woodson was good from the line with his first free throw. Second free throw hits the front of the rim, but goes in.
Makes it in.
Will Harlow back on the floor for the Cyclones. Omar going to push it up the floor in front of Rathan Carter. Rathan tips a rebound to himself, looks up the court with a great outlet pass to Chris Hamilton going baseline. Lots of contact on that too, but lays it right in. That was a beautiful, beautiful little touch shot there by Chris Hamilton.
You know, Omar Boone is a good player, but he had a 3-on-1 fast break there. He didn't need to take that contested shot.
Yeah, that's right. Will Harlow gets the ball, free throw line extended, going to shoot a three-pointer, and it's up and good for Will. That's the first time I've seen Will shoot in 2 games that we've played. Looks like he should shoot a little bit more often.
Yeah, that was a nice-looking shot.
He's a good-looking ball player. Junior point guard for the Cyclones.
He's probably one of those you've seen playing growing up, huh?
Yeah, that's right. Had a really played a lot at Westminster. Wish he would have come to Heritage Hall, but couldn't get everybody out of that class.
Yeah.
Rathan Carter going to pull up and shoot that jumper a little bit hard. Caitlin Woodson with the rebound. It's going to be Chris Hegel out of the corner there. Chris a little bit strong off the back rim. Omar going to pull up Jay. Nice little floater in the middle of the lane there.
Yeah.
That's more his game than driving it all the way to the basket, Rick.
Right. You know, and then once again we settled for some jump shots there when we've been scoring more on the inside. I think they need to just try to do more penetration, get the ball inside, like right there.
Yep, that's a great point, Rick. Rathan going to get fouled, or
did they call a travel?
Called a walk on Rathan. Will Harlow going to come out of the game.
I guess coach didn't like him knocking down a 3.
Didn't like him knocking down that three-pointer. Not a player I would have taken out of the game there, but anyway, gets Coleman back in the ball game. Kaylin doing a good job. Kaylin's doing a really good job staying in front of Omar. Floater in the middle of the lane.
Yeah,
doesn't draw any iron. He's gonna. That's gonna be another foul on. That's gonna be his fourth foul. Fourth foul on Omar Boone Jr.
I see their coach is arguing the call. Doesn't agree with it. Omar's saying he leaned into him, but you can't be in that spot.
You don't get that foul call if you're on the bench.
Right.
And he had 3 fouls. I would have pulled him out.
Yeah.
Anyway, we got Kalen Woodson running the show here for the Chargers. Out to Chris Hamilton. Chris going to play that off guard right now. Chris Eagle.
And I would say give it back
looks to drive off of Jalen Williams there. Nice floater by Chris Eagle off the glass there. Beautiful shot.
I'd say give the ball to Savon, have him take it right at Boone, see what he does, because he can't foul him. If he does,
right.
He's gone. So
that's a good point, Rick. They need to get the ball right to him the next time. Callahan pulls up for a 3. That's the second air ball in a row for a CASADY shooter from out there.
Yeah, it looks like probably Boone, I assume, will be coming out now.
John George, number 32, was fouled there. He's going to go to the free throw line for 2 shots.
That was on Savon Milton. That's his 3rd foul. Looks like Lamar Batista is going to be checking back in for him.
Yeah, Savon having a nice ball game tonight. Hasn't done a lot of scoring, but really a great move that he made to the basket with that finger roll. I'm kind of partial to those, Rick.
Yeah.
Giving away my age a little bit there.
Oh, yeah, me too. Bringing up the George Gervin reference. No one in the listening audience is going to know who I'm talking about.
They certainly wouldn't have known if we just would have left it at the Iceman.
That's right. They would have been thinking more Top Gun, maybe.
Yeah, right. I guess I could call you Maverick. Rathan Carter up with the jam.
Oh.
That attempted dunk there by Rathan, just long off the back of the rim. Going to get another attempted dunk by Kalen Woodson. That's a two-handed variety, but he's fouled by Isaiah Livingston from behind and going to go to the free throw line. The high-flying Chargers tonight,
that's
Rick.
Right. That'll wake up the students, definitely.
You know, I don't know that I haven't used the Hall money ball much tonight. I need to get that phrase out, but everyone's driving to the basket and not settling for 3-pointers. So
have we even hit a 3 tonight?
Maybe Savon possibly, maybe not. I'm not sure. We'll go to our statistician and see during the break and see if we can come up with that one. Kevin Woodson, second free throw on the way. Look at here, Rick. We've doubled up. We've doubled up the Cyclones.
Yes, we have.
From South Pennsylvania Avenue.
It's kind of surprising. Still a lot of time left. We know this team can make a run, but
yeah, we got a lot of good shooters on the floor. Will Harlow back in there. Goes baseline. Chris Hamilton, good defense, shuts him off there. That's a good dig right there by Chris Hamilton. Comes up with the steal. Nice move to the bucket. Rathan Carter up and over for the putback.
That's where our height and leaping ability.
Yeah, Chargers, we have a much more athletic team on the floor right now than does CASADY. Another shot.
That was a nice move.
Nice pump fake in the middle of the lane there by Coleman.
Yeah.
Going to send him to the line.
You said you think he's a freshman, huh?
I think he's a freshman or a sophomore. I think he's John Matthews' age.
Which I guess John's out with a concussion today.
John came back from that knee injury and was playing great. Had a good game against John Marshall.
He did.
Had a good game against Chisholm, and then got double teamed and took an elbow or a knee to the to the teeth the other night against Kingfisher.
Oh, wow.
So
I'll tell you, that John Marshall game was fun to watch him. Those guys did not like seeing him, a little freshman, schooling them like he was.
Not at all. Kalen Woodson and Rathan Carter both coming out of the game. Les Thomas in for one of them, and senior number 4 Malik White back in. Coleman good with that second free throw. Heritage Hall still doubling up the Cyclones here, 45-22. Nice easy press break. Lamar Batista spin move in the middle of the lane, a little bit. Either going to get a push or a walk there. Lamar, I think he was surprised that he was so wide open, Rick.
It was a great spin move.
Sure was. Little long off the, little hard off the glass there.
Just Lamar Batista's second foul.
Heritage Hall with just a little token pressure here. Chris Hamilton going to pick up.
Yeah, leaning on him a little too much, I think.
Yeah, good call there, Rick. It certainly did look like he was just kind of leaning on him, trying to keep that shoulder down.
Yeah.
Chris going to guard the inbounds play, and that's going to get picked off by Lamar.
Lamar.
Lamar going to get called for a
frustration foul.
Good sportsmanship there by Lamar. He helps Isaiah up to his feet. And
so we got Tevin McDaniel coming back in.
Kalen Woodson back in. Lamar Batista going to come out of the ball game. Ooh. And Chris Hamilton's going to come out of the ball game.
I hope our listening audience didn't catch that over our microphone.
Kalen Woodson back into the ball game. Got Les Thomas also on the floor. Only 2 starters on the floor for the Chargers. Chris Eagle and Kalen Woodson. Going to get a Malik White on a hold there on Jalen Williams.
Nice backdoor cut. I tell you what, they just loaded up, 3 or 4 fouls on us on this one trip down the court.
Yeah, Chargers going to take a timeout here as soon as they can. Tevin McDaniel. Isaiah Livingston comes down with the ball. Could have been a walk, could have been a foul on Tevin, so no call on either side.
Probably a good no call.
Jalen Williams a long way for the basket here. Going to take it to the hole on Malik White. A charge. Kalen Woodson draws a charge from.
That's a painful one. He's a big old boy.
Yeah, that's going to be
number 3, I think, isn't it?
Well, I think they only have him for his second foul. Cassidy going to pick up full court pressure here on the Chargers. Full court man-to-man pressure.
Which we've been pretty good on.
Actually, it's going to be a 2-2-1 press.
We've been good picking up the pressure so far.
Well, yeah, Chris Eagle does a great job for, as tall as he is, being able to handle the ball up the court on the press. Malik White blocked from behind by Isaiah. That's going to be a foul probably on Jalen Williams. Number 50 picks up his 3rd foul.
Yeah, did they call it on the floor? I think if he would have let go of the ball, they would have called it on the shot. But
they did call that on Jalen on the floor. Could have either given that to Williams or Isaiah Livingston. John George going to check back into the ball game for the Cyclones. Chris Eagle to the inbounds. Les Thomas. Back to Chris Eagle. 3-pointer out of the corner.
There's a 3.
Nothing but net. Chris Eagle looking to heat it up on the offensive end here. Chris with his 7th point. He said that's a sneaky 7 points for Chris.
Yeah, it really is.
Chris was the defensive player of the tournament out at Weatherford earlier this year, having a really good senior season.
Oh, there's a good drive.
Tevin didn't mean to. Puts his hands up.
Yeah, good drive by Callahan.
Yeah. He's a good-looking player.
What year is he? Do you know?
I'm not sure.
Well, George wasn't in there very long, was he?
That Gray Cadigan came in for him, number 22, junior forward. Cassidy going to get a timeout here. 1:58 left in the 3rd quarter. Heritage Hall Chargers 48. Cassidy 25. Going to go to a commercial right quick.
For everyone who's ever said someday to a Mercedes-Benz, but always thought it was out of reach. For just $33,300, you could be behind the wheel of a new Mercedes-Benz GLA. Test drive the new GLA during the Mercedes-Benz winter event.
All right, back to action here. Chris Eagle to inbounds. Kalen Woodson double teamed over in the sidelines here. Looks like we're going to get a bailout call there on Callahan.
Yep.
Could have been called either way.
Or a no call.
Number 12, junior Tank Love, going to come in the ball game for Les Thomas. I believe this is first or second action of the year on the varsity for Tank. Going to get some minutes here. 48-25, minute 49 left, third quarter. Terrell Love, right free throw line extended with it, looking to go inside, can't find Malik White. There's a mismatch inside, Rick. We got Gray Cadigan on Malik White.
Yeah.
All we need to do is get him the ball. He's looking for it. Chris Eagle will find, if Chris Eagle can look inside here. Isaiah Levinson with a nice pickup there.
Coach Hamilton's calling for it to come to the right side.
He just needs to repost right here. Tevin with a great pass. That's a nice dish there.
That was a good dish.
If you can't get it directly to the post, get it in the middle, and the diagonal pass there is a good recognition by Tevin to get it in there. Callahan out of control.
Yeah,
Isaiah Levinson. Yeah, Isaiah Levinson with the putback. Tank Love getting trapped along the sidelines. He's going to get it up. Tevin with the left hand.
Oh, he got spooked.
Yeah, I think he thought that Coleman was going to block his shot. Coleman pull up jumper. A little bit short, nothing but air.
Good job.
Tevin going to run it up the court. Looks like he's going to find Kalen Woodson with a great pass.
That was.
You could tell what Tevin was going to do. You could see him looking at it.
Yeah.
And Kalen Woodson athletic enough just to catch that ball midair and put it up for a nice layup. Heritage Hall looking really good here tonight, 52-27.
They really are. Oh, that was
going to get a reach foul here on
Malik. Looks like we're in the bonus. Both teams in the bonus right now, it looks like.
Let's see. I don't think we are yet. One more foul.
Isn't it?
It's 7, I think. So one more foul for them, and we'll be shooting free throws. But Isaiah goes to the line. Isaiah working on his free throw shooting. Up and in with the first one. Once again, we know a lot of these players, know a lot of their games, know a lot of their strengths and weaknesses, and know what you can definitely tell by watching them play, Rick, here tonight, who's been working on what in the offseason and what they're trying to improve on. And looks like a lot of these kids are playing a lot of basketball.
Yeah. I would agree with you. Coach is getting a little on them for not blocking out and grabbing a rebound there.
Isaiah back to the line. Malik White down with the rebound. Going to run some clock here, Rick. 22 seconds left, third quarter. Heritage Hall 52-28 lead.
Yeah,
Chris Eagle still looking for trying to post up Malik White inside. They recognized the mismatch that they had, and Tevin McDaniel.
Yeah.
Tevin was
nice shooter's roll there.
Got the shooter's roll from the elbow there.
He had a little body language going on that too.
Gray Cadigan with a desperation last shot of the third quarter.
I think he was just throwing the ball to the cheerleaders.
Well, it bounced over their head. We got the Heritage Hall Chargers with a 54-28 lead after 3 quarters here at the McClendon Center, campus of Heritage Hall this evening. Going to take a commercial. We'll be right back with fourth quarter action.
When you walk into Fuzzy's Taco Shop, you'll know you're in the right place. With the best Baja-style menu in town, we'll have the whole family addicted. Order up. Nachos, tacos, burritos, it doesn't matter. It's like an explosion of flavor in your mouth. We know you've had a long day, and you deserve a break. So, bring the crew to one of the Fuzzy's Taco Shop locations in Norman, Oklahoma City, or Stillwater. Welcome to your new addiction. Eat.
right back with you here live. Fourth quarter action just getting underway here. Omar Boone Jr. checks back in for the Cyclones. He's got 4 fouls. Going to give it up to Callahan to going to get a shot off there. Hits the free throw line extended jumper there to start off the scoring in the fourth quarter.
He's a good-looking drive and shoot.
Chris Hamilton gets trapped over in the corner. Looks like they're getting the ball away from him. And Isaiah, kind of a late whistle there. I think Isaiah was going to dunk it. Lamar Batista called for his foul. Let's see, that's going to be 54-30. Heritage Hall lead. Isaiah Livingston back to the free throw line.
Looks like Coach Hamilton wants to talk it over. And while he does that, I want to give a huge thank you to Fields and Futures for supporting Charger Vision. Check them out online at fieldsandfutures.com to find out how they're empowering coaches and kids to be bigger, something bigger than themselves. Fields and Futures, igniting success, one field, one coach, one student at a time. Rick, have you been to RS Fuel convenience stores?
I haven't, but I saw they had a really big car show there the other night. I was coming home from, actually I was coming home from the Kingfisher tournament Saturday night, and I wondered what was going on down there. And you remember in the old days when, they have these gasoline wars? And so I looked down there. I actually said to my wife, I said, I wonder if they've got cheap gas down there because there's all these cars around. But then I looked a little closer, and they were just having a car show down there. But it looks like a really, really cool setup they've got.
Yeah, it is. It is. And, I've stopped there for gas, got a couple snacks there before. But it's right there on the south side of Memorial Road between Portland and May Avenue. So high-performance fuel for your car and for you. A little bit of everything.
Well, I'm going to look to stop in there the next time I'm over in that area. 54-30. Isaiah Livingston back to the line.
I don't think he ever threw that ball 10 feet high. That was kind of 9.5 all the way.
He's missed a few off the front of the rim here tonight, Rick. He's had plenty of chances.
Yeah.
Gets that one long. You're always going to be long, aren't you, when the first one comes up short?
Exactly.
Chris Hamilton with the dribble here.
And the opposite
Cassidy going to be content. Now they're going to go ahead and try to trap whoever has the ball, reverse the ball over to Lamar.
Oh, not a good pass.
Weak pass in there to Tevin McDaniel. That's stolen away. Omar Boone Jr. looking to drive. Les Thomas up. Good defense. Ball rolls around and goes in for Omar Boone Jr. Don't have the.
He doesn't have too many tonight, but that was a nice looking.
Les Thomas going to get trapped over here in the corner.
We're getting a little too excited. They had 3 guys around the ball there.
Well, Kalen Woodson going to get back in the ball game for Les Thomas. You know what they say when you go into the corner, Rick? You go into that corner and you get 2 extra defenders. Yeah. You get the baseline and the sideline.
That's right.
So that's not where you want to go with it, and he realized that.
Yeah. Not at all. That's the worst place you want to be.
But it's, if you're right-handed, a lot of times it's just what you do. You just dribble right into that corner.
It's a natural place to go.
Yeah, under pressure, a lot of times that happens. Omar Boone Jr. looking to take Kalen off the dribble. Nice drive to the basket. Rathan Carter just waited there and
he is quick.
He just timed the block shot. Excellent right there. Give and go to Kalen Woodson, going to be off the Cyclones.
Yeah,
Heritage Hall ball under our basket.
Need to be sure to try to take care of the ball this time of the game. I mean, with a 22-point lead, you think everything's fine, but
at this
take care of the ball.
At this pace, no lead is really, really safe, especially when you're playing your arch rival.
Yeah.
As we speak, we get a turnover. So looks like Rathan Carter's going to come out of the ball game for Malik White.
Coach giving some explanation, why he's coming out of the game.
Yeah. They were running whatever play 2 is, that's what they were running, and Rathan evidently wasn't on the same page. You're going to get a drive to the basket here by Callahan, and one. Going to get a chance at the old-fashioned 3-point play.
He missed the free throw.
54-34. Heritage Hall lead. Still 6 minutes left in this ball game.
Yeah,
and at this pace, there's a lot of chances for points. Chris Hamilton backs up into the corner for a three-pointer.
Yeah.
That looked good all the way. It's, off the heel of the rim. Omar Boone Jr. looking to Jalen Williams inside for a uncontested putback of that jumper missed out of the corner. Kalen Woodson going to run point now. Chris Hamilton, pull-up jumper here.
Yeah, nice easy shot.
Nice easy shot.
He made it look easy.
I thought he might pass it to Malik White, but Chris with the pull-up jumper in the short corner. Kalen Woodson just grabbing Omar Boone Jr. as he goes around him.
Foolish foul there, an intentional foul that they're giving him. He grabbed him.
Gives Kalen Woodson an intentional foul, so that's going to be 2 free throws, I believe, and the ball.
Yeah. You can't grab the jersey to pull him back.
Right now, Chargers with a 20-point lead, but if he makes these 2 free throws, Rick, it's going to be 38. Then they get the ball out of bounds, so it could be a 4-point trip.
4 or 5, yeah.
Omar Boone Jr. up and good with his first free throw.
He missed those 2 earlier, but you knew he's a lot better shooter than that.
Yeah, he's got 5 points with 4 fouls. That ball is up and in. Second free throw good for his 6th point of the game. Number 5, Jack Trachtenberg in the game now.
We need to get a stop here, get the momentum a little bit away from CASADY.
CASADY looks like they've got 2 starters, and Omar Boone Jr. pull up three-pointer.
So it was a 5-point foul.
5-point trip, 56-41, 15-point lead by the Chargers here. 5:07 left in the game.
They've gone a 14-4 run this 4th quarter, CASADY has.
Heritage Hall desperately in need of a bucket here. I think the last time we had a bucket was Chris Hamilton.
Yeah.
Give and go to Malik White. Easy bucket right there. That was a nice play there. 2-man game between Chris Hamilton and Malik White results in a nice, easy layup for Malik. Omar Boone Jr. down the court. Kalen Woodson with great defense cuts him off, but Omar with a pull-up jumper in the middle of the lane. He's starting to feel it. He went from 4 points to 11 points in a matter of 1 minute. So 4:33 left, 58-43 your Chargers. Chris Hamilton on the handle there looking for a screen from Malik White. Gets that screen. 2-man game again. 2-man a game again. Chris Hamilton drives to the basket, up off the glass.
Nice
Robert
move.
Callahan cannot guard our number 20.
No,
20 on 20. We're getting the better of that battle right now. Omar Boone Jr. out of control. Finds Callahan for about a 30-footer.
Wow.
And that's up and in. That's a 3-pointer for him. 60-46.
Wow, it comes down to a 14-point lead, which was, we had doubled them up at, I think, around 50-25 at least. So
yeah,
since that point, they've gone on a 21-10 run.
Yeah, that's right. We're going to get a commercial here, and we'll be right back with 4th quarter action.
It's been a long time coming, but it's finally here. Right now. A new dawn for Oklahoma City professional sports. A new tradition on a proud sports landscape. Professional soccer has arrived. Are you ready?
Head on down to the Charger Corner to buy your latest in-school apparel. Range from t-shirts to sweatpants and even those nifty bleacher seats. You'll always find the perfect Charger gear. Not only will you show off your Charger pride, but you'll be helping improve the school in many ways, such as classroom and activity funding. Come Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 10 to 2. Tuesday and Thursday, 10 to 4. And don't come Saturday and Sunday, because we won't be there.
More 4th quarter action. 4:06 left in the ball game. Heritage Hall leading 60-46. Rick, I was eavesdropping during that timeout, listening to Coach Hamilton. He wants the Chargers to run motion, be patient, and if we do that, we'll create some mismatches. So let's look for that.
Yeah.
Going to go back to that 2-man game that we were using a while ago between Chris Hamilton and Malik White. Chris Hamilton going to be content to back that out.
I agree that being patient is a big thing.
Robert Callahan not going to back off here. He's a good defender, very tenacious, gets called for a reach right there.
Yeah.
And now he's going to get, we're going to have these two players separated. Our referee does a good job over here just saying, hey, everybody cool it.
That's right.
This has been a really, this has been a really good refereed game.
It has.
Really, really good. I like what they're doing here, kind of getting the players, kind of saying, hey, get it under control. We know this is a rivalry game, and no one's getting too excited. Going to get Callahan out of the ball game.
Yeah,
Gray Cadigan going to come in for him. Probably a smart move.
Right.
Chris Hamilton going to go to the free throw line for a 1-on-1 here.
It was smart. You don't want someone getting chippy. You want to go talk to him, let him know, hey, just calm down.
Yep. Here's where we can win it right here, Rick.
A nice shooter's roll right there.
You know that we're going to get a lot of chances to go to the foul line here with this big of a lead with 3:40 left. So
that's right.
We can make some hay at the free throw line here.
Oh.
No shooter's roll on that one, just a little bit hard. Omar Boone Jr. back at the point. Jack Trachtenberg in.
Looks like the move 1-2-2.
Gray Cadigan with a three-pointer. He's Gray Cadigan fresh off the bench. Nothing but net there for three.
That's 12-point lead.
That's not normally a shot that he hits very much, so probably went unguarded there.
Yeah, I watched him shoot before the game, and I wouldn't have guessed it.
61-49 here. Heritage Hall leads with 3:10 left. Chargers going to run a little point here, or run a little time here. Kevin Woodson on the floater going to get fouled before the shot.
Oh, calling an offensive foul.
Well, number 22 was guarding him, so, well, you're right. Yeah.
Yeah.
When they called it on 22, I thought it was on. Naturally, thought it was on Cadigan, but
I thought that was a very iffy call there.
61-49. Chargers sticking to a 12-point lead here. Jack Trachtenberg in, number 5, going to run some offense here. Maybe a timeout call.
What did they hit? 3 or 4 threes here in the fourth period alone.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
So what was once about we were up biggest lead, 25
points, yeah. That's right. We were doubling them up for the longest time. Going to get a 30-second timeout here. We're going to stay here instead of going to a commercial.
Yeah, so but we do want to thank our official sponsor, the Steelman Clinic, where losing weight is a winning game. To get in the game, call 405-755-4600. You can show your Charger pride by visiting the Charger Corner. They've got all the clothing and accessories that you need. As we mentioned earlier, Rick, from everything head to toe, they've got it. So, and a little more so.
I would venture to say that's the best student store of any school.
Yeah,
anywhere. It'll rival some college school stores with all the athletic apparel that they've got in there.
I'm sure you are correct.
Kalen Woodson going to guard Omar Boone Jr. as he has all night. Done a nice job on him. That's a tough defensive call. Gray Cadigan going to be short with the three-pointer. Isaiah Livingston skies for that rebound. Jalen Williams, Malik White on him. Jalen going to go to his right hand. A little bit short with that shot.
Yeah.
I think he got caught in between whether do I use the backboard or do I not. And what advice would you give, Rick, as you've been giving all night long for young players out there?
Always use the backboard whenever you can, in close.
Absolutely. Kalen Woodson, they want Coach Hamilton imploring him to run motion again, which he does. Gets a screen from Malik White. Kalen with a nice handle, nice dribble. Another screen from Malik White. Now
that's one thing.
Goes for a steal there, doesn't get it. Running a lot of clock here, Rick. This is a good call here by Coach Hamilton. Another screen. CASADY fans don't like it, but this is smart basketball.
It is. Well, CASADY's been on a run. No reason why to let him continue it.
Gonna get Malik White pulls out. Quick double team there. That was a smart play. Must be a senior.
Now the fouls are going to start coming.
Yeah, Gray Cadigan going to foul Kevin Woodson.
In high school, without having a shot clock, it's smart to run.
Well, it is. If you've got superior ball handlers, in which we do, and we've got a senior-laden team out on the floor there, We had 3 seniors on the floor there. Got Chris Hamilton coming off that foot injury now. Hopefully he didn't hurt his wrist, but
he's rubbing his hand. I don't know if he got scraped or something, or
I think he got caught with it bent the wrong way, and then someone bodied into him. Kalen Woodson is he's the player that we want at the free throw line right now.
Yeah.
He's up and good with his first one. Second free throw underway here. 62-49. Said a while ago, this is where we're going to win it right here. Kalen long with that one.
We need to do better than going 1 for 2 every time.
That's right. Omar Boone Jr. down court with a quick 3, which you know he's going to do. Rathan Carter lets that ball go out of bounds on the off the Cyclones. Heritage Hall to inbound.
Coach Hamilton's yelling for them to grab that ball
instead of letting the ball go out of bounds. Right. Yeah, you don't want another player going in and throwing it off of you when you're standing there next to it.
That's right.
Jalen Williams going to come out of the ball game now for Coleman. Chris Hegel to inbounds. Chris Hamilton going to press back all by himself. Triple teamed at the baseline. Going to better get over the half court line here and still get a 10-second call. Kalen Woodson going to back it out there. Another smart play. That was a foul right here in front of us. Set away, Kalen. They didn't call it, but we saw the little arm bar there with the dribble there.
Yeah,
but
it was.
Anyway, 62-49, 1:08 left here. Heritage Hall looking to ice this one away. Feel certain we're going to be shooting some free throws here in a little while. Chris Hegel, senior, wide open, but passes on that shot.
They're playing smart right now.
Yeah, they are. Would have been an ill-advised shot. Gray Cadigan out to foul again.
You've got to give it up to Cassie. They made a heck of a run when I jinxed us by saying that we were good to go. With the 25-point lead.
Well, I thought we were too, but then the very next thing we said was, yeah, but this is a rivalry game.
That's right.
And players know each other so well, and when you're playing your rival, you're always going to play a lot harder.
Yeah.
And we miss another free throw, and Omar Boone Jr.'s wasting no time getting that ball up court. Going to be a Chris Hegel on the hold along the baseline there. That's what we don't need. We don't need to create fouls. When we have that lead.
Right, you're letting him have points without the clock moving.
Well, the Jungle is fairly positive that we're going to win this game because they're telling CASADY to warm up the bus. 62-49, 13-point lead. Now 12 points. Callahan good with his first free throw. Savon Milton going to come in for Lamar Batista. Lamar is such a competitor, never wants to come out of the ball game. That's one thing I love about him.
His motor's always going, isn't it?
Always going. Wide open, but under control a lot.
All right, down to 11-point lead.
CASADY is still in the full court press.
All right, good. I didn't know which way they were going to call that one.
Yeah, last time when they called Kalen on the offensive foul last time.
Is that 5 on him? Yep.
Callahan's
5 on Callahan, but played a heck of a game.
Yeah, he's a gritty competitor. Nice gesture there. Came and gave Coach Hamilton a handshake.
That was. I don't know if I've noticed that before.
Going to send Kalen Woodson to the line here.
Yeah, gets to shoot 2.
Yep. Like we mentioned a while ago, Kalen Woodson, a guy that you want shooting free throws at the end of the ball game in a tight game.
He's making a good run for our, like you mentioned earlier, for our player of the game.
Continues to do so. Hits another free throw. Still.
Oh, did he call timeout?
CASADY gets a timeout with 36 seconds left. Your Heritage Hall Chargers up 64-51. Going to get a commercial break here with a full timeout. Be right back to join you.
It's been a long time coming, but it's finally here. Right now. A new dawn for Oklahoma City professional sports. A new tradition on a proud sports landscape. Professional soccer has arrived. Are you ready?
on down to the Charger Court to buy your latest in-school apparel. Ranging from t-shirts to sweatpants and even those nifty bleacher seats, you'll always find the perfect Charger gear. Not only will you show off your Charger pride, but you'll be helping improve the school in many ways, such as classroom and activity funding. Come Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 10 to 2, Tuesday and Thursday, 10 to 4, and don't come Saturday and Sunday because we won't be there.
All right, back live here with you with Heritage Hall leading 64-51, 36 seconds left. CASADY Cyclones to inbounds the ball here right in front of the scorer's table. There's Omar Boone Jr. has played a nice game tonight at the point for the Cyclones. Battled a little foul trouble as he did in the first ball game with the Chargers, but has had a nice 11-point ball game.
Yeah, I'm not going to.
He's always in range. He can always drive it, so he gets a little fall-away banker off the glass there as he shakes his head almost apologetically, but it was in for two nonetheless. He's going to go to the line for old-fashioned three-point play. 64-53 your score.
He's going to be the tough player to face for 2 more years.
He sure is. He's been that way since he was. It's been that way since he was little. He can always drive it and he can always shoot it from the outside. So it makes it a dangerous player. Kalen Woodson on a pull-up jumper right there. Don't know if Coach Hamilton wanted him to take that shot, but almost a shot you can't pass up at that point. No. Omar Boone Jr. beats everybody down court with a nice dish to that was
nice
a beautiful
block by
block by Rathan Carter. That's going to be a good way
was
to.
It Rathan, not Lamar?
Yeah, it was Rathan. Nice way to end the ball game. And your Heritage Hall Chargers hold off a comeback bid by the CASADY Cyclones. Going to get a 66-54 victory. We'll be right back to recap this game along with our player of the game, number 22, junior Kalen Woodson.
For everyone who's ever said someday to a Mercedes-Benz, but always thought it was out of reach. For just $33,300, you could be behind the wheel of a new Mercedes-Benz GLA. Test drive the new GLA during the Mercedes-Benz winter event.
Rick Hansing back here live, Charger Vision. I've got junior number 22, 6'1" guard, Kalen Woodson, our player of the game here tonight. Kalen, you guys took it to CASADY pretty well there at some point in the game, leading 25 points. They take a pretty nice run at you. We hold off to beat them 66-54. Talk about your assignments tonight for the Chargers.
Well, coaches just wanted us to play really tough, play the game play the way we know how to, and they told us that if we played that way, we could come out with the victory.
Kalen, what was really impressive about your performance tonight was I think that you had the hardest guard tonight in Omar Boone Jr. Talk about guarding him and then having a tremendous responsibility also on the offensive end.
He's a really good player. Coaches know that I'm willing to take the best player on the floor, so I mean, if they give me that assignment, I'm more than happy to take it, and I'll try my best with it as well.
Well, I was really impressed, because he can pull up and hit a three or he can drive on you. And, there were several times there when he seemingly was going to get the lane wide open and you slid over either to take a charge or to make him pass the ball, which is hard to do. He got in foul trouble, and a lot of that was due to, I think, the defensive performance you had against him tonight really got him frustrated. Did you feel that way?
Yes, sir. I mean, whenever a player gets frustrated, it's just best to keep going at him until you just take him out the game, and that's what we planned on doing, and it worked.
Well, speaking of being frustrated, I was really proud of you tonight when you got called for an offensive foul against their number 22. And so Rick Stevenson and I, we said, well, number 22 for CASADY going to get called on the foul. We thought you were going to go to the free throw line. They called 22 White. So why do you think they called that on you? And also, how were you mature enough to handle that and not get too upset there?
Coaches preach just keeping your head. And whenever you don't get a call, that goes your way because you're not going to get every call in the game.
Right.
They just want us to keep our heads and stay composed and go on to the next play. They just preach going on to the next play. And if you do that, then everything else will work.
You know, Kalen, your sophomore last year, you were sixth man. This year, you're in the starting rotation. And not just a starter, but you're becoming one of the go-to guys on this team. And I noticed that this weekend, all during the Kingfisher tournament, with Chris Hamilton being out of the lineup with his ankle and Achilles problem, you stepped up and played a lot of point guard, ran a lot of the offense, and had a great tournament up there in Kingfisher. Just talk about your maturity level as from your sophomore year, now that you're made this transition into your junior year. Talk about that maturity level.
My teammates have been really supportive and trying to get me to better myself into a better leader. And, I mean, it's working. They just tell me to keep playing and, like, run the offense and stuff like that, and I'm just trying to lead the team.
Well, you're doing a great job of it. We've got a lot of good seniors on the team, and also Chris Hamilton being a senior. But, you know, when he's out of the lineup, you've stepped up just like you were a senior. And like I said, I saw those 3 ball games up at Kingfisher, and you always draw the hardest defensive assignment like you did again tonight, like we were saying. But then you've always got plenty to spare on the offensive end too. You're a very athletic player. I love those your floaters that you shoot. Is that probably your favorite shot to penetrate, and kind of the way you kind of stay in the air a little bit longer than your defender for those shots off the backboard?
Yes, sir. I mean, my shot really hasn't been falling much this season, and the best way to get it to roll in is just to go to the basket. And I think that's the best way to get myself going is shooting a little floater. Well,
you're having a great junior season, and I can tell you you're going to be dangerous when that outside shot starts to fall, and you've always got that floater you can penetrate and fall back on. So you're going to be even more dangerous than you've been. You had a great offensive game, great defensive game tonight, Kalen. Congratulations on being named our Charger Vision Player of the Game. Again, this is Kalen Woodson, junior guard with 19 points tonight, leading the Chargers in a great victory over arch rival, the CASADY Cyclones. We'll be right back after this commercial break to wrap up the telecast. Great.
In as little as 12 months, with a diploma from Spartan College, you could have a career in aviation and beyond. At Spartan, you don't just study airplanes, you're surrounded by them. Some 40 at our flight campus, another 20 at our technology campus. This is a college where you can pilot planes, repair planes, learn everything there is to know about planes, inside and out.
When you walk into Fuzzy's Taco Shop, you'll know you're in the right place. With the best Baja-style menu in town, we'll have the whole family addicted. Order up. Nachos, tacos, burritos, it doesn't matter. It's like an explosion of flavor in your mouth. We know you've had a long day, and you deserve a break. So, bring the crew to one of the Fuzzy's Taco Shop locations in Norman, Oklahoma City, or Stillwater. Welcome to your new addiction. Eat.
We're back live here after Heritage Hall defeats CASADY 65-54. That was Kalen Woodson that we had just interviewed. He was our player of the game, junior guard, having a great season, had 19 points tonight. Rick, what do you think a couple of keys to the victory were tonight?
I think keys to the victory, we played aggressive. You know, we scored a lot of points inside. We didn't really hit many jump shots at all.
That's what Kalen was alluding to as well.
Yeah, so I think it was good that we were able to go inside, take advantage of our height and leaping ability. And, I mean, there's some games that we're going to be hot from the outside, other games where we're not, and it's good to see that when we're not, we can rely on the inside game. Built up a a huge lead, and we were able to hold on, even though Cassidy got really hot in the fourth.
Right, that's good recognition. Yeah, we're not getting it done from the outside. Dribble, drive, and penetration, and that was Kalen Woodson's game tonight. He talked about that. His outside shots hadn't been falling, but he can always rely on that floater. Going to be back with you on Friday night, I believe, against Cricket Oak.
I think that game is there.
Oh, is it there? I thought it might be here. If it's here, we'll be back with you with Charger Vision broadcast. If not, if you can make it out to Cricket Oak and travel and support these great basketball teams that we have here, there'll be a JV boys, JV girls, varsity girls, and varsity boys game over at Cricket Oak if the game is over there. So get out and support these outstanding basketball players that we have here. For Rick Stevenson, I'm Rick Hansing. Once again, Chargers all over the Cassidy Cyclones tonight, 65-54. Charger pride, everybody.